close this. So yeah, we're live now, bro. I'm waiting for it to kind of update over here.
So it's streaming your screen, right?
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to kind of pop up.
Okay.
There we are.
Sure.
Yo, so can you guys hear me? And can you guys hear Sakura perfectly?
What's up, guys?
Comment with Zan if you guys can hear both of us, and it's like perfectly fine. Yeah, hold on. Let me check my phone just in case.
Hmm. Yeah, so yeah, I'm talking now, so can you hear me, Liver? Hello?
It should be working fine now, yeah.
Yeah, it should be fine.
All right. Yeah, so starting with today's analysis, we're going to cover a bunch of stuff. Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, Euro USD, Pound USD, Dollar Yen, oil, New Zealand
Still can't
Yen,
hear me then.
Euro New Zealand, RDUSD, silver. So yeah, starting with Bitcoin, I really wanted to see price kind of respect this level. It's respecting it. I'm a little bit confused on this one. As long as it can claim this level here, this 5.2K level, I think it's going to reach for 5.7. If it fails to claim that level over there, reason why that's a key level is because it was used to run stops and then price reversed like pretty, as you can see, it's pretty dramatic. It's not like a small kind of move, right? So because of that reason, that's the level I'm looking at, for price to gain. If price can't gain that level, I think it's going to go a little bit lower. And in the case that that does happen, I'll be targeting roughly 4.1K. Overall, I'd like to see price go a little bit higher to 5.7. I don't think we're done yet. I think there's like a little bit more room to go higher. Sakura, bro, what's your thoughts on that? You can have to share screens, by the way.
Yeah, so a couple people were saying they couldn't hear me still.
They're probably just trolling, bro. You're fine.
All right. On terms of Bitcoin,
Yeah, yeah.
we got to switch to my screen or
Yeah.
just no?
I'm waiting for you to pull it up, bro.
All right, here, let's share screens. So Bitcoin. So I mean, I'm currently short on Bitcoin from where was it, like 5200s? I just don't have the right chart, but I don't know. I mean, the price action just looks sort of correct to me. If we can get like back up above 5200, I might change my stance. So yeah, Butch is gonna kill me though. He's super bullish. I don't really see anything too bullish about this, but I don't know. It's just me. Yeah, he's fine. All right. ETH, let's do BitMEX. Right, so let's go to like weekly. No, we'll do something different chart. ETH on Coinbase. That's good. Right, so in terms of ETH, on the weekly, I don't know. I mean, let's go to daily real quick. So we were in this like, consolidating underneath resistance. We broke out, retesting. If we can like hold above here, that'll be good. If we lose 158 to 151, that's not so good. So I want us to hold, above 150-ish, and then we can, get more bullish. So we'll see. What do you think, man?
Yeah, so ETH is a bit of a tricky one, bro. It's been a
Yeah.
mess just overall, I'd say. Let's pull her up. So last time I looked at her on the stream, panned out pretty nicely from what we were kind of expecting. Price broke out the range. So typically when price breaks out a range, it can come down and test the midpoint. It's just you want to see the range high hold. That's like the really bullish scenario. It's going to leave
Hmm.
something at the range high. In our case, we can see these two down candles before price moves up and takes this level. So it's a very significant level, right? I think
Yeah.
this is a make or break point. I don't want to see a daily close below. I'd probably say this level here, at the range low. So roughly talking 156, 155 if you want to run it up a little bit. I don't want to see that level get lost as a support. I want to see it go higher. In terms of targets, I'd probably target this level over here, 194. I'm not too sure if it's going to go for 200. I just think it's very close. But looking at this kind of overall structure and kind of looking at this from a range standpoint, I do think this is a significant pivot. So I think this is what price is going to go reach for. this general level between here and here. So I'm talking roughly between 194 to 202. But I do think, you know, we can maybe wick a little bit higher because typically the liquidity in crypto is a little bit dry. That's what I'm thinking on ETH. So let's move on to XRP. Now, this one is, again, panning out pretty nicely. I haven't really, you know, I've not really been looking at it much.
Right.
Oh, fuck, dude. It's doing that thing again. Okay, I'm going to have to refresh my chart. Bear with me, guys. It's every time I'm on a stream or something, bro. It's like TradingView is just like, fuck you.
Oh, man.
Every single time. It's
TradingView
ridiculous.
hates you, man. I
Tell me about it. All right. XRP BTC, right? As we can see, it's panning out nicely. See a nice SR flip over there, price coming down to this level. So now if you're looking at this, right, you know, my rough target, it's in this general zone. Reason why, it's because, you know, I've got like an algorithmic value down there too, but also we have like an untested level. So it's like a gap, as we can see. So think about a pump and dump, right? Pump and dump price is what? Goes up really fast, comes back down really fast. The reason that happens is because price fails to gain support on the way up, right? And the same way down, and the same thing happens when the price moves down. It fails to gain support on the way down. So in the scope of XRP, you know, when I'm looking at this chart, what I think is going to happen, as prices fail to gain anything on the way up, I think this is the first level it's gained. If this level fails, and, you know, I'll allow prices to sort of go down to maybe 5290. If 5290 fails, I do think it's going to go much, much lower. Though I see like a lot of guys being bullish on this right now. I don't think it's going to be anything more than a pullback. I see pricing something like this, maybe going a little bit higher, something like that, before coming down.
Right.
This is roughly where I'd buy between 5290 and 5597. What's your thoughts on that, Sakura, bro?
So you're like, you know, midterm bullish, short-term bullish, midterm bearish sort of?
Yeah.
On XRP, and then long-term bullish, or what?
Long term, I don't know, bro. I want to see what price does down at that general level. Till then, I'm just going to be waiting.
Yeah. Let's do XRP BTC. Yeah, so, I mean, I don't want to see us lose, you know, 609-ish. I mean, we have this huge, you know, void, obviously, except for, you know, 1556, like you said. So, you know, if we lose 6160, you know, look for 55. Otherwise, we're coming way lower, down to 42, maybe lower. And I know Butch is like super bullish on this, but he's been bullish, I don't know, for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I'm just like, man, it's just dead cat, dead cat. He was bullish here, and I'm like, no, did the weekly close? We didn't get our confirmation on the weekly, don't. So he's like, bro, you're going to wait for confirmation. You're going to miss the pump. I'm like, all right, that's my trading plan, man. Like, I trade my plan. So it didn't happen, don't. So I will see. I mean, I'd rather wait for some sort of weekly confirmation. I'll have to chart it out. But as of right now, I mean, there's nothing bullish about this, just my opinion. Right? It's just super, super corrective. But we'll see. I mean, XRP does look to do these huge, you know, chat candles out of nowhere. So it could happen. We'll see. So, yeah. What are we doing? We did what? BTC, ETH, XRP. So now we're going to do Forex, right?
Start with EURUSD, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you got it.
All right, let's go. So EURUSD. So yeah, my chart pretty much got fucked on this one, if I remember correctly. I made a new chart on it. Whatever, I'll start from scratch. I don't mind. So yeah, looking at this entire structure, right? Start on the monthly. I don't like the fact it's came inside this range. So for me, it's pretty bearish, because if it was bullish, it would have found support at the range high. Can it come to the mid-range and find support? Yes, but at the current level, where it is currently sitting right now, you know, we don't want to see price lose this level, because again, untested level, and now it's been tested, you know, as we can see, several times. So if I was, you know, controlling price, the way I would fuck everybody up is I would push it up here, take everybody's stops, then go lower. That's kind of what I'm looking for in terms of your USD. I would probably target this gap over here, but this general block down here looks pretty good as well. In terms of overall kind of lower time frame stuff, it's just really, really choppy at the minute. As you can see, it's consolidating because it's failed to go higher than this level and lower than this level, so it's kind of consolidating, right? It's not a perfect one, but it's deviated from the sub-consolidation here. If it can claim this level over here, probably going to be a 4-hour level, probably some sort of breaker. Yep. If it can claim this level up here, I think it can go higher, but this is the key level. I want to see price come up here first before it does anything. I think this is going to be the key level. If you see a gain of this level, and when I say gain, I'm pretty much talking break, retest, and then some sort of entry pattern. Now that can be a swing low. That could be, you know, 3 drives, whatever the fuck you use for entry patterns. Even RSI, whatever, right? It's the second you see that kind of thing, I'll be looking to target up here. In terms of risk to reward,
Wow.
if you're looking at it from a static point of view without seeing anything happening, looking roughly at probably a three, maybe four. That's the kind of risk to reward I play on this. I wouldn't go super tight because again we don't have any price action in that level, so it's really hard to kind of gauge stop placement. Sakura, bro, do you want to take over on EURUSD? Let me know when I can switch to your screen.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Right, EURUSD. So this price action actually surprised me. Back to my screen. Oh, I got a chart here too. So let's pull up the daily real quick. Back in the range, nice. I don't know, man. I mean, it looks decently bullish for now. Like I was watching this 4 hour, and we had this bullish price action here, reclaimed level, popped, and then when we fell back down, I was watching this in real time, but it looks like we wicked straight out, which is fairly bullish, and then obviously we continued up. So, for the time being, I'm bullish on this. We'll just have to see how it pans out, but somewhere, see how we react. Like you said, what 113, 114 area, somewhere in here. See how it reacts to supply zones. Go from there, I guess. Yeah, I don't do EURUSD too much. I'm more of a yen guy, but
Yeah.
looks okay for now.
So regarding yen, do you want to just switch over to dollar yen? Then I'll jump on after you.
Yeah, sure. Yen.
She's been fucking choppy recently, man.
Oh man, yeah. I'll just start with a daily. So, actually, you know what? No, let's go to monthly. So, I was looking at this with Tristan the other day, and we were noticing how this current price action is like very similar to beforehand. We've got a lot of liquidity up here, a lot of liquidity down here, forming this wedge, tightening in price action on the monthly. So we should see some, volatility fairly soon within the next couple of years. Huge void down here. So, if we break down, we might go way, way down here, maybe a wick or something. But that would, and obviously, that would be yen being bullish in that case, and equities would, fall off the face of the earth. But, we'll see. That'd be like 2008 all over again, which wouldn't be good for most people. But, you can capture that move. That'd be turn your account from 1,000 into 500,000. So, you have any thoughts on UJ though? Or
Yeah.
I just look in the monthly, and daily is oh look, we broke out sort of. It's a decent close on the daily.
It's just retarded. Look at it.
Yeah, bro. It's 4 hours. Nuts. Like
it's a fucking shutdown.
Yeah, I got stopped out. I took about like 14R on this. I think it was here to here, and then 1R got stopped out. So ended up with it was 15R, so 14R, and then it just kept going. And I was like, if we get past here, we're gonna keep going, and that's what happened. So that's how I placed my stops. If the level gets invalidated, I don't know if it was here. I can't really see. It was on the 15 minutes, so maybe here. But yeah, if that level gets invalidated, obviously, yeah, it was definitely here. So, from here, shorted, covered in this area, partially, and then we just broke there and just kept going. So, I don't know. I mean, decent liquidity. We just took here, maybe take here.
I want to hold that high. Like, you see that immediate high that we have?
Yeah. Definitely don't want to see, wick back down, or, if we wick up, we'll definitely be bearish, take these stops, run it back down. I mean, there's so much liquidity down here, man. Like, look, boom, boom, boom. None of this has been taken.
Yeah.
So these two have been taken. So, and we might go up a little more, but I'm, bearish on this specific pair, bullish yen, macro or to midterm, long term.
So you see, that's the thing, bro. Like, I'm bullish on both yen and dollars. So like, what I'm gonna show you.
Yeah, it makes no sense. You're still bullish on dollar on Dixie.
I actually still think she's gonna go a little higher. I'll show you.
Yeah, pull up Dixie. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Pull up Dixie.
So let me start with UJ, bro. Let me format my chart. I mean, it's panning out. I don't want to fucking flex anymore. So, all right. So looking at this right on the monthly, this is the level it hasn't tested. This gap here, I do think it's gonna go for it. It's like, you wouldn't drive, say, 60 miles just to stop 59 at 59 miles, right? That's just retarded. So why is price going to do the same? You know, why is price any different? I do think it's going to go up to 112,300. That's the, you know, general level I'm looking at. Is it going to break this level? No, that's a little bit of a more challenging question, just because right now, you know, yen is pretty strong. I mean, at the minute, it's very bearish because obviously SPX is rallying, right? So overall, I do want to see SPX die. In the event that I'm wrong, then I do think this can definitely go higher. So let's put this into perspective, right? Let me pull up SPX super quick. Whoops. All right. SPX 500 USD.
Yeah. Someone in chat wanted to see, you know, SPX also. So.
Yeah. So this was my chart on SPX anyway, right? It's been panning out nicely. Now it's testing a really key level. I mean, you can see it's panned out perfectly, right? Up here, this level here. If it can claim that, yeah, I honestly think it's gonna run it. I think it's gonna do something like this, go a little higher, like just below it, stop shy of it, and then just go down, take out the stops, make everybody think it's gonna go lower before taking out the high. I think we're gonna go for new all-time highs. So if that's the case with SPX, then I think it makes a lot of sense to anticipate that USD dollar yen is gonna also make a new high, right? I think when you come out sort of combine a bunch of stuff that's happening cross market, it definitely kind of gives you a much better understanding of what's happening overall, right? So in the scope of this, what level do I not want to see the price lose? In this case, again, as mentioned on Sakura's kind of chart, I'm looking at this level up here, just this general kind of this high. I don't want to see this high to get lost, right? Now a lot of people are looking at this high. I'm okay with that high getting lost. I like this high. Yeah. The reason why I like this high in particular as opposed to those levels is because when you look at this, right, this is the current trend. This is previous trend, so this is much more fresh, right? Because this is more fresh, it's going to be much more relevant in regards to what's going to happen next with price. If we fail this level, so this is like the key significant level for me, right? So if price fails this level and flips into resistance, I'll probably short down to here. Reason why is because there's a gap. Now, as we talked about previously, when price goes higher, it gains levels. And when price expands rapidly, there's no levels gained, right? Apart from this level up here. So the second we see a loss of this level, there's like nothing holding price back to sort of come down.
No support.
Yeah, exactly.
Support.
Let me pull up Dixie, man. It's been a while since
those are the best trades too.
Exactly.
Avoids.
Oh yeah, it's like really fast moves, yeah. So in regards to Dixie, as we can see, it's testing this general block over here. Now I don't want to see it lose that level. I still think we're gonna go out higher to roughly 98.70 and 98 big figures, also the level I'm looking at. It's been the same chart for, honestly, I don't know how long at this point, but that's the general level I'm looking at on Dixie. You know, I really don't want to see the low loss because then that's going to signify price going lower. It's really simple stuff. This pivot down here is also another level that we can come test, roughly 96.66. I just don't want to see this level in general. Let me actually map this out over here. So roughly between 96.73 and 96.46. I want to see that general zone kind of hold. In terms of structure, I'm looking for something like this. Price to go higher up here a little bit, run the stops, calm down again, fuck everybody else up. That also allows euro to go higher because this is 57% euro. If that's the case, then everything's going to be confluent with each other. I want to see that happen. Then I want to see price go much higher. This is a Dixie, so it definitely can wick a little bit more than, say, something like euro or whatever. What's your thoughts on that, Sakura?
Dixie, you know, yeah, that looks like a key level to me. So that breaker, whatever, mitigation block, same shit. You know, I don't know, in terms of like macro on Dixie, let me pull up real quick. Let's go like monthly. Yeah, weekly maybe, get a better picture. Yeah, this is better. So, you know, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look too bullish. I mean, I know that's just my opinion, but you know, I don't trade Dixie. I don't really look at it that much. I probably should more since I'm doing more forex now, but I don't know. Yeah, so just looking at this, I couldn't tell. I'd have to chart it from, you know, spend some time on it to give you my opinion. So, but we got some clean highs here, right? So, you know, definitely some liquidity there, and you know, whatever. I don't know, man. I'll look at it back and get back to you later on it.
It's essentially that like level right there, those kind of flat highs. Let me pull up my chart super quick. The reason I think it's going to go higher is because I don't think price is going to leave this level. Let's open a blank chart super quick, right? And look at this. Like, there's no way in hell I think price is going to come this fucking close to it and not take it. Like, it just doesn't happen, right? I'm not saying that it can't go a little bit lower and test this. I'd like it to find support before we actually get down there. That's what I'm looking for. that 98 big figure, there's gonna be like a lot of stops, a lot of algos in place. When I say stops and algos, I'm talking about breakout firms, right? Like breakout trading and all that stuff. I think those are gonna get triggered at that general level because obviously that's a very key level as we can see. So I really do want to see that happen. That will allow whatever entities that's controlling price and moving it to kind of get counterparty liquidity for their shorts. If I'm on the right side of the market, if I'm wrong, then obviously it's gonna go higher. Though I really can't see that happening. Do you want to move on to oil? US oil.
Yeah, oil. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, oil panned out pretty much perfectly. What's troubling me right now? It's the fact that it's kind of sitting inside this ignored demand zone, if you will, or pretty much a breaker. It's gonna flex this chart super quick. It's panned out perfectly. I'm gonna completely get rid of everything here. Look at a really macro view of this. Start on the quarterly. So as you can see, right, on the quarterly, it's filling this gap in here, right? So we have a bunch of levels we can look at. One is here. Put my mode back on. This is one key level is testing. Our key level's up here, and the midpoint of this block is going to be significant, right? So let's put that out. Let's make that black super quick. Perfect. Now go to the monthly. Can I just do some top down and see what price is left at the midpoint? Nothing here, but this is a key level right here. So I wouldn't be shorting here. I think price is going to do something like this. Just looking at the structure on the monthly, I think it's going to come back down, take stops. There's going to be some level down here, go higher again, form a breaker because this down move here is going to be the breaker, right? So something like that is what I'm going to be looking for. Again, I wouldn't hold too much weight to that because we haven't even looked at the daily or the weekly yet. So it's just a really good view of all this.
It's like literally exactly what I'm looking at for oil. Yeah. Maybe a small pullback. Yeah. To 60 something, whatever, a little bit higher, we still got. I think we can go much lower, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll short it. Wait for some form of confirmation or something, but
yeah, I definitely feel she was a little bit higher. I don't think she's done yet. And
yeah,
looking at this kind of level, we can sort of
66
align it a little bit
maybe
nicer. And as you can see, it's perfectly in line with the 0.5 of that range, right? So it's testing this level. As we can see, it's pretty up there at the minute. So in terms of weakness, what I would look for is short, even for like a short down to here. I would like this. I'd like price to kind of return to this level, make everybody think it's going to go lower, then go higher, run everybody stops. In terms of how I would trade this, it's a bit of a tricky one because the highs up there are really flat. So let me stop on a range and see if I can find something in this. Let's get rid of the arrow because that's annoying me. All right, there we are. Range high, range low. Well, I mean, I guess that SR kind of works as the range highs, so I'm not sure if to draw that in. Something like this looks pretty good to me. Yeah, as long as price can maintain this level, I wouldn't mind a way up here. I do think it's going to go lower. I'd like to see something like this happen. So this, this. I'd probably target these lows down here for a short. And if you want to play the more, the easier kind of low risk method, wait for a flip of this level. Wait for price to do this. Price to do something like this. Retest. Swing high or something in there for shorts. I'd probably put stop loss at, you're going to see some sort of level like this as well. I'd probably put my stop loss above the bullish pullback we see here and target this level here. In terms of risk to reward, again, it's hard to kind of predict because price hasn't actually, presented that yet. But we are talking roughly in the scope of something like this, a full risk, and then, a full reward, 4.7. And again, if you target the void or the gap itself, you're talking roughly 7R. And that's, again, a 4-hour trade. So if you really want to, DJ this, jump on a 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, get it really, really tight. But again, that's not for everybody. So yeah. Sakura, but what's your thoughts on this? Because you've been watching this pair for a fucking while, haven't you?
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and switch to my screen, bro. But like 7 hours child's play, man. 25-hour go home.
The amount of salt, bro. It's going to get ridiculous.
Right, so let me pull up like hourly. So yeah, me and Butch were looking at this the other day. This is where he shorted. And then we had this huge candle. Thanks, Butch, for shorting oil. But I've been long on oil since way back here. So actually, no, I was long even before that. Like long here. And then I closed here. I didn't buy here because I was busy. I bought again once we closed over the block. Daily close there, rebought, like in there. And, no drawdown, just kept going. So, yeah, let me just go get rid of that. What my plans on oil is I may just sell here or sell like most of it. I don't know if I'll short, but I may just sell then rebuy, the majority, back down here somewhere if we lose. Because this, I mean, it's pretty much void, right? So this could, come back quickly. I don't like to keep tight stops on oil because, as you can see, it likes to wick, get stopped out. I like to use soft stops. So, but in terms of longer term or more midterm, I guess, we did hit this level 64, and we hit this clean. Now we're consolidating under it. So I don't want to see us come that much lower, or else we're going lower. If we can just consolidate here, we'll probably go higher, but we'll see how the price action pans out. Longer term target, obviously, would be 66 area for me, this, supply cluster here. So we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much it on oil though right now.
Agree. Yeah, it's pretty much at the minute. I think everything's in a holding pattern because of what SPX is doing, and I think once we see like a break or like I mean, basically what we're looking for, right, is Dixie and S&P to both kind of get out that pattern. I think that's when we're going to see the peak volatility. Till then, it's just going to be a chop fest, and I think that's just the reality of the market at the minute. Dixie being the way it is right now, I'm not really keen on it, or even dollar pair. So that's why I've been scalping an awful lot more than I usually do. Because in this kind of environment, you can't really sit there and kind of fucking hold trades for weeks and weeks on end. I mean, you can, but it's just like, it's not worth it because it's not as probable as when they're both trending heavily.
For choppy, right?
Yeah. I have to refresh my chart super quick. I'm gonna pull up a New Zealand dollar actually.
Yeah.
I actually got a chart ready for that I can pull up, but I don't really want to show that chart yet. Yeah. So this pair again, being super chop, sitting in a range right now. What's troubling me is the fact there's no resistance on the way up. I mean, price can just fly up to here like it's nothing on the monthly. It's like literally nothing stopping it, right? All these highs, I think it makes a lot of sense for price to want to reach up there. Now, how does that fit in with Dixie? That's what's making me a little bit iffy on this entire setup. I do see it long term going up there, which means Dixie is going to go lower in reference to NU, but this level just can't fail. This level down here, if this level flips, right? I mean, we've seen a wick through it, so that's okay. As long as this level doesn't flip into resistance, right? I think we're still good to go higher. In terms of like a more immediate term target, I'd probably target these kind of equal highs up here. I mean, they're not perfectly equal, but they're equal enough, right? So the fact is, like, up here is going to be a lot of stops, right? And furthermore, there's like no resistance again on the way up until we kind of approach this level here. So, in the scope of that, I'd probably target this level here too. Now going on the daily time frame, what can we find that can support this idea if this wants to go higher or lower? I like the idea of price fucking everybody up. Too many people are bullish on this right now. I want to see them get fucked, and I want to see price come down here. Generally this sort of level over here. Reason why is because this is the downward that caused the move up. Gap right here, untested level, not being tested yet, as we can see. Everything else has been tested, and typically when a lot of people are bullish on one pair, it's going to be in the wrong direction because 90% lose. Now looking at the 4-hour time frame, really nothing here to suggest it wants to go higher. As we can see, we've lost the high. As we can see, it's not really finding support up here. Already broke it. Also formed like another block here. So ideally, I'm okay with price going a little bit higher, testing that level, rejecting it, going much lower. That's what I want to see, but I'm also okay with price sort of coming down here straight away, do something like this. Coming here, going higher, fucking everybody else up again, making them think that's the bottom, and then working them out. That's what I'm looking for NU. What's your thoughts on that, Sakura, bro?
NU? Let me see. I'll pull up my NU chart. If it's saved on this one, I'm not sure it is. Nope, not saved. Yeah, so I lost the chart, but in terms of NU, I was long on it. Am I still long? I don't know. I'll have to log in and see. I mean, longer term, I'm bullish on this, right? Like, throughout the year, I agree with Tristan. This type of price action is bullish, just in my opinion. This is the 4-hour. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, a lot of liquidity up here. So, in what, 6.9, 6.5, or 6.95, sorry. We'll see. Yeah, but on the 4-hour at least, it looks decently bullish. So that's my thoughts. And we have this huge void that needs to get filled up here. So now if we lose, if we come down and we start losing these levels, get some closes below, won't be that good. Oh my God, what's he doing?
Yo, check the comments right now. Somebody said you sound barred.
Exploded. I'm sorry, but
Now, Sakura normally sounds like that. He's not actually barred. It's all good.
I'm like sober, so I don't know, but everyone says that I sound like that. That's just my voice. I'm sorry. No, actually, I'm not sorry. Screw you.
Yeah, so check this out, right? See this pattern over here where price kind of fucks everybody up, right? When everybody thinks it's going to go lower and it goes higher, that's what I'm looking for, but just the inverse on New Zealand. In terms of Euro New Zealand, this has became one of my favorite pairs. I've been trading this like fucking nothing. This is, this AJ, because AJ's been in a holding pattern, right? I've been like focusing on other pairs, and it's mainly been dollar franc and Euro New Zealand and GJ. This pair in particular, I fucking love it. I think it's one of my favorite pairs actually. So yeah, looking at this, why I knew price was gonna go higher, because these retail fucking guys, I'm a retail trader. I didn't mean that like I'm some sort of institutional guy. These guys look at fucking trend lines and trail their stop losses, right? These like large fucking falling firms, all that shit. So when you see like a really, really obvious trend line like this, it's gonna fuck them up every single time. Okay. And you look at this. Where's the second touch? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, right? Typically when something like that happens, and look what's down here, equal lows, right? So you can see what's happening. This general kind of, maybe not there. This is a much better level. I like this level here. I'd probably target down there though. Like I'd probably put like a wee magnet so we can identify that. Yeah, so equal lows, price moves away. What is everybody going to be thinking? Price is going much, much higher. They're going to get fucked as always, because remember, 90% is wrong. This is a level here. Up move that causes the move down that broke market structure. That's why it's relevant. It's not because it's a fucking up move. It's because it broke market structure. That's why it's a key level. I want to see price go a little bit higher. Run this one more time. It's better if it doesn't, but I'd like to see that happen. In terms of immediate support on the weekly, there's really nothing there. I mean, there's this level down here. I'm just not too keen on it. So go straight on the daily, looking at this. Again, same idea with the really, really obvious trend lines. What's going to happen? People are going to get fucked. So look at this, right? People are like, oh, that's resistance. But people don't fucking understand that market moves up and down. It doesn't move side to side, right? Like there's so much variable. Like when people say that, Elliott wave doesn't work and they use trend lines, I'm sitting there fucking like face palming. It's so retarded because there's so much variables. Like, how do you know where to anchor it from? Is this right? Is this right? Is this right? You can't say that trend lines don't work and then talk about Elliott waves not working. It's the same argument, right? And at least in my opinion, right? I mean, again, if it makes you money, continue doing it. I'm just saying, for me, it's completely stupid. But in regards to that, I would like to see price come down, test this general level here, because all these guys are going to be trailing stop loss at these equal lows. And again, we kind of see what's below this equal low. Price, this up move that caused the move down, ignored supply in quotation marks, if you will. This general level, if it fills this level, I see it going much, much lower, testing this sort of general zone. Till then, I'm a little bit more bullish. I want to see price sort of go up here. Though when you kind of combine what we're seeing across the board on NU and EU, it's a little bit hesitant. So I do think we're going to see some sort of chop. It's going to take both sides, something like this. High, actually no, something like this, a little bit lower first. Take the high, go lower here, go much higher. Something like this, and then flip down all the way down to there. That's the ideal thing I want to see. That doesn't mean we'll see it, but that's just generally what I'm looking for. I don't see this going up there. I really don't. I mean, I can definitely be wrong. I mean, next month when we look at this chart again, we might see something different. That's obviously fine. It's just like a more of a macro view because I've been trading much more short term and like intraday and stuff like that. I've not been holding my trades for longer than say 3 hours. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing on EURNZD. What's your thoughts on that Sakura, bro?
Yeah, honestly, I don't trade that pair, so I don't have any comments. Sorry.
Do you want to pull up a different chart then while I quickly go through the comments super quick?
Yeah, what was our next in our list of pairs?
Yeah, we had
what was our next
USD, bro, if you want to do that.
Oh, yeah, odd. All right. Is it this chart? Oh, boy. No, this one. That's old chart. Let's remove it all. All right, so odd. Good old odd. Man, yesterday was nuts, right? Odd just exploded. See daily. I more trade, odd JPY, but I guess they're sort of similar, not really. I mean, it looks like it wants to come down more, maybe to this area, maybe here. I don't know, man. Let's do the HA. Yeah, trade AJ more.
Dude, she's being a fucking Ponzi, bro. Look at it. It's like a fucking shitcoin. It's literally a altcoin chart right now. It's fucking so stupid.
I swear, like all my oh, wait, actually, that's why it's on a Wanda. I was like, nope, not there either. I lost on my chart today. It's okay, bro. So yeah, AJ, we were watching these equal highs, and then it just completely broke through, just wrecked everyone shorting this, which is what we were expecting. You know, I am starting to short. I just have a few bits higher. Not too much risk, obviously, since I don't like shorting strength like this, but we'll see. I mean, if we continue, you know, to just keep pumping, I'll just close it. Probably wasn't the best idea, but it's okay. I still wanted to go way lower since I'm, you know, macro bullish on yen, but we'll see. You know, but at least it did what we thought what it was going to do, right? You know, completely just wrecked this entire area. All these stops here, gone. So, what do you think?
Oh, dude, I'm fucking.
In terms of longer term,
I've been waiting to cover this one, bro. Like,
go for it, man. I want to see what you think more long term on this, or just midterm too.
Yeah, that's cool, bro. I'll pull her up. I think it's here. Yeah. So I mean, we ran fucking co-stops. I made a fucking tweet. I made like a full thread on this on Twitter. Panned out pretty much perfectly. I even gave you like a fucking 3-hour setup down here somewhere, and you would have been up a stupid amount of fucking hour if you took this. But again, you know, not financial advice. I'm just I'm like a 20-year-old kid, and all I do is fucking charts. So do what you want. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, panned out nicely. A shit ton of hour collected. Let's completely get rid of everything here. Monthly time frame. Monthly's kind of bearish. I don't think there's anything bullish about this. You know, this is the next level of support that we have. There's obviously 2 levels here, as we can see. In terms of what I think is going to happen overall, I see price going much fucking lower. I see this level down here being tested. I think this is where price is going to come down to 64,149. And that's being conservative because when you look across the board on the yen pairs, when I'm talking yen pairs, I'm not talking GJ, I'm talking pretty much everything else. So Euro yen, AUD yen, New Zealand yen, all that stuff, right? They're all looking super, super bullish on the higher time frames. The reason why is because we can look at this from a range standpoint, right? This is the range high, this is the range low. So if price goes above the range and re-enters, it's typically a fake out or deviation. I learned this from SC, but typically when you see something like this happen, it's pretty much going to be, you know, it's going to come inside, it's going to fail the rally, you know, outside of it. That's pretty much a signal that it wants to go lower. This over here, I don't think this was random at all, because look where it stopped. Like, if it was random, it just would have went somewhere fucking random, right? But look where it stopped. It gave us fucking clean lows, so I don't really think that flash clash work is random.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And now we look at the weekly. Oh, yeah. It's completely, it's like there's nothing holding price back here, right? So, I mean, it blew through this kind of range here. It took the stops. I want to see price go a little bit higher, testing this up move that caused a move down, this kind of support level up here.
With that block there on the weekly, yeah.
Yeah. The next area I'd probably look at is probably up here, bro. This level here. But to be honest, if it claims this level, I do see it running this high. I see it testing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
yep.
I mean, I'm going to leave out there just in case the price actually likes to go there. But I'm more so looking at this level. So let me change the color just so we know which level we're looking at. The black level. I want to see that get reclaimed and go higher, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we'll see something like this. Price comes down here, takes the stops, goes higher, boom, 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 like that. That's what I'm looking for, you know. Overall, a quick kind of thing. Though overall, I think this pair is completely fucked. You know, that's assuming that we were right on SPX and J6 and all that stuff. In terms of a more micro view, let's look at the daily and the 4-hour. Again, literally nothing fucking holding it back at all. I mean, could we see? Oh, for fuck's sake, it's done it again. Every fucking time, man. Jesus Christ. Sorry, dude. I literally cannot do anything on TradingView without something retarded happening. Yeah. I like this level here because the stop's going to be resting right below those equal lows. So I'd love to see this level get tested, fuck everybody up, then go higher. And essentially an SR flip of that level. A Quasimodo, whatever the fuck. It's all the same thing. What's your thoughts, Sakura, bro?
Yeah, so, you know, if we go too much higher on this one, I'll probably just go ahead and close my shorts. Like I said, I don't think it was really wise opening those up. You know, now if we just follow your squigglies, that'd be great. But, you know, we'll see. I don't know, man. So my problem is I don't like charting stuff in real time, like on the spot. I prefer to take my time analyzing a chart, you know, like 10, 20, 30 minutes, whatever. That's just how I do it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's like harder for me.
Have you got anything charted right now you could pull up super quickly? It could be a fucking hour.
Bro, I literally have lost everything. Like, I don't know why, but
it's cool, bro.
It's just all gone, man.
It's no big deal. I'll pull up a XAG. We'll see what the fuck she's doing, man.
I mean, I'll look through that while you do whatever, all right? We'll see if I can find.
So last time we talked about silver panned out pretty much perfectly. You know, talked about the structure, everything panning out super, super nicely. Seen a rejection at this ignored supply zone or whatever the fuck people want to
Oh,
call
there
it.
we go.
Just that SR level, as we can see. I think price is going to come up, test this level one more time. Because as we can see, that's the first test, right? So typically it does two tests. It does the first test that actually causes the expansion, the second test to see if it respects it. I want to see this happen. I'll look for another entry over here, though I would definitely take something off in case this is the low. Is it likely to be the low? Probably not. I think we at least come down one more time, because it's not going to come this close to the level and not take it. Overall, I see price coming down here. Again, supporting the bullish stance on dollar immediately. I don't think it's going to be super bullish. I do think it's going to take out this low. It's just really, really flat to me. And again, the whole idea of the range also comes in place, because remember, typically when we're looking at any kind of structure, range high, range low, price also it's inside there. If it goes higher, great. I want to see continuation, right? Let's say we don't see continuation and we see something like this happen instead, right? Let's say we see price come back inside the range. Is that really bullish? Typically, you want to see this level over here provide support. If that can't do it, then the next level we're looking at is the midpoint. If that fails, then it's going to go much lower. But the second it re-enters the range, 9 out of 10 times it's fucked, right? If you look at this on an intraday basis too, it's the same thing, because think about what happens in Asia. During Asia, you see price consolidate. London happens, you see our fuck you to everybody that's fucking shorting. Price goes down, flips this level around London launch, like pretty much 10, 11 a.m. London time. This happens, price at this level, expansion down. So I don't think it's going to be any different. We see this pattern pretty much every day. I think we're going to see the same thing here. I think price is going to kind of do the same thing up here, go up a little bit, test that level, come down. It's a little bit better if price doesn't go much higher. If price respects where it's sitting here and goes just tests like up to here, roughly 15.01693, then rejects it, then goes lower. But overall, if it goes up here, much better short entry for me. So that's what I'm looking at overall. You got any thoughts on that, Sakura?
On what, silver?
Yeah.
No, man, I honestly, I don't trade gold or silver right now, but I'm looking to get into it. I'm just switching to a new broker right now, so.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to cover anything else, or do you guys want us just to sort of like end it here? What do you guys think?
Yeah. Any requests, guys? We did SPX, so.
Yo, what the fuck is going on in the comments, man? I just looked at this. Jesus
I don't know,
Christ.
man. They're going nuts. I think it's because credit jumped in, so everyone's just.
He's like a normal person, bro. Like, why is everybody like so fucking weird about this? He's just a normal dude like everybody else. He's like,
Yeah.
chill guy, bro. But like, Jesus, calm down, guys. Anything else you guys want covered at all?
29 people in the chat. Looks like there's 5,000 in there, I swear.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like so active. I fucking love that energy, though. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's good.
Check out 80.
Any requests, plebs? No, I should be like Tristan. You are all plebs. I am a whale. Correct the plebs.
Critico's dope trades.
Oh boy.
Oh, bro.
Don't say that.
Yeah. TNB BTC. Okay, I'll look at that. I want to say Bittrex has the most data on this pair. What the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah. TNB. Oh, I'm actually still in TNB.
You got a chart,
I think
bro?
I have a chart on it. Give me one sec.
You
It
got a
was
chart
TNB
going on?
ETH though.
Let's see if I can find something.
Yeah, I
nice.
do have a chart. So
Give me 2 seconds. Let me quickly switch over to fucking Binance and then open your screen.
this one actually worked out really well for some reason, but I guess that's because alts went nuts. I mean, I haven't been avoiding alts for a while, so it's good to see we start having some momentum here. Right, so back on my screen. So let's see where I entered here at in the 22s.
Bro, they're actually fucking beefing. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sorry, just ignore them. So I believe this one, yeah, so the swing already hit. Take profit. I'm still holding, I'm holding for what? This is TNB ETH, so 61.51, somewhere around there. I think, yeah, it was right here where the first one hit on this first spike at 36. But I mean, it hasn't really shown anything bearish yet. So as long as we don't start losing levels here at 29, 26, then we'll probably, go lower. But for the time being, it still looks like it's in a steady uptrend, just from what I'm seeing. So we can get some closes and actually get above this level. That'd be nice. Reclaim, what is it, 38? Yeah, this is the TNB ETH. This is just what I was trading, personally. TNB BTC probably looks a lot different. So, but ETH was rising in USD, so I traded against ETH, and obviously, like, cause if you go to TNB USD, it's gonna look stupid, but yeah. So when it's gone all the way from, it's about here, so at 31 cents, it's already doubled or so. maybe tripled if you sold up here. So it's pretty nice so far. Anything else? Man, I can't even read the chat. Any
Yeah,
other
it's like
alts,
fucking
guys?
going so fast, bro. It's retarded. I'm using,
Um,
in terms of FX brokers, I'm using Pepperstone. I've got a link for IC Markets inside the thingy, inside the description if you guys want to sign up. I would, if you guys are gonna go for it, there's nothing wrong as long as you trade outside the dead zone. I trade a lot of yen, so for me personally, I can't really trade there anymore.
yeah,
TNB BDC, how would I trade this? I probably wouldn't. It looks like a fucking piece of shit. Like, why would you trade this? Weekly chart, complete mess. Monthly chart's a complete mess. Weekly chart, yeah, I probably agree with what Sakura was saying. I do see price going a little higher. Ideally, if you can claim this level, because right now it's just
you
rejected
crash.
it. It's fucking stupid. Like, you don't see that kind of stuff happen, and it goes higher. But overall, it's just a little bit iffy. Would I trade this here? Probably not. I'd wait for a little bit more confirmation. Probably a claim of this level.
Yeah,
Something like this. If that could get claimed, so something like this and a break and retest, that's what I'm looking for. Target this level up here, so something like that. That's how I trade it. I love how they make
I'll
it
go
sound like a
answer it now.
fucking really good, kind of like respectable company, but it's just a fucking shitcoin, dude. Look at the state of it.
TNB,
Yeah.
bro, it's
Time
total
New
shit,
Bank,
man.
bro. Like they make it
I
sound like
no
it's gonna
no.
be some sort of like revolutionary changing company, and it's just a fucking shitcoin, bro. Look at the state of it.
This coin, oh, Poly. Yeah, actually, I do. I think I have a chart on Poly one sec.
Yeah, we covered Bitcoin, USD in the start, bro. I can quickly show
Oh,
you
wow.
just this general
Yeah,
level.
no, Poly's dead. It's dead.
Yeah, let's pull up
Sorry.
your chart, bro. Go
Next
for
one.
it.
It's dead, bro. I mean, it's dead.
What the oh
It,
wow. That is fucked,
it,
bro.
I was like looking for, it's been a while since I looked at it. I was looking for a bounce here. I think it was the OTE or something. I don't know. And then sort of this, prior resistance. It just died, bro. And it's dead. All right, next coin.
ICX. Somebody said ICX, bro. Do you want to cover that? Or do you want me
OT.
to do it?
Oh, ICX?
I
Do I have
think
a chart on
I don't think I've
ICX?
charted that since I was in TLO, bro. It's been a fucking while, bro.
Yeah, so man, I've been avoiding this coin like the plague for just, I believe, what was it, oh boy, this is nuts. Yeah, so this is when, are we on my chart, right?
Yeah, yeah,
This
you're
is when
streaming, bro.
Ian Bellina live stream, right, from, um, the Icon conference, whatever it was. This was literally the last time I touched this coin. It was 8, yeah, 8. I actually took a loss because I bought here, or what was it? Bought here, sold here, bought back here, took a small loss or something. I was just trading the conference, like, scalping, and then, oh my God, dude. Yeah, I haven't, yeah, jeez. Feel bad for people that held this. Man,
You know what, bro? I actually held that
that's
at the.
terrible.
I actually held that. Like when I was fucking starting
Oh my
crypto,
God.
this was one of the coins that gave me the
91%.
most gains, bro.
Jeez.
I think I
Oh
made
yeah,
like five,
this
six
this
X on it, and I got
entire
fucked,
this
bro.
thing was nuts.
Yeah.
It was about 3x, so I didn't capture the whole move, but this entire move here was nuts. This was alt season,
Yeah, I
and then
literally
just
caught all
after
of it, bro.
death.
And dog,
In
like
terms of,
it's quite
ooh,
funny that we're looking at this chart because this was the main chart that pretty much made me stop trading fucking outs. Like to be honest with you guys.
look at all those coins lost here.
Oh, that's fucked, man.
Yeah, boom. So like, let's see if we can see now like what it wants to do, right? This sort
Clean
of
that
level.
level. Yeah.
It can't try to, but we're starting to lose it again. I mean, I don't want to see it go like much lower than this, but I'm not sure how much lower this can go, man. We've already hit all-time lows, complete, what is it, 554. We literally went lower than that for a bit. This was probably like the last bit of people that capitulated in this little sell-off, and then I guess someone else started buying, but I don't know. It still doesn't look too bullish to me. It doesn't look very bullish, but we'll see if we can get like above what 1,000 or so and start to reclaim more. I'll probably jump in,
Yeah.
and see what happens. But in terms of the company, I don't know, man. I mean, Korean ETH, like, whatever. I just feel bad for all the people that lost money in this because I know I had a bunch of friends who just held, man, and oh boy, hope they're okay.
You feel bad for them? I don't, bro. They're just
I
providing
do,
liquidity.
well, because they're my friends, man.
Yeah.
So
Oh well. Anyway, bro. ETH,
I told him to sell though.
USD, Bitfinex. Let me pull this fucking Ponzi up. This was another great
told him
chart.
to sell.
I caught
Yeah,
this
so-
move, bro. I caught this entire fucking 60% move.
Oh,
With
yes.
Elliott waves,
Oh,
bro.
yes.
With fucking Elliott waves. Like,
Bro,
it's actually on my Twitter. If you
Good
scroll
chart,
back far
yes.
enough, you'll find it. It's retarded. Right now, it's at a key
Very
level,
fun.
right? It needs to gain this support. This previous resistance need to become support, right? That's
Oh
what I'm
my
looking
God.
at. That's not a good sign there. That's not a good sign whatsoever.
Man.
Typically the price action on crypto is nowhere near as clear as Forex, which is why I don't trade it anymore. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's not looking good. Again, something on the daily that can maybe make me think otherwise is, yeah, this level here. So if we see a loss of this level,
Jeremy's in the chat, bro.
Is he? Give me a sec. See a loss of
Yeah.
this level, I'll probably short it, something like that. Do a quick short position. It's a decent R short. This is the kind of trade, this kind of setup I take a lot. Me and SMF
Yeah,
check this fucking setup like all day. It's retarded. Typically,
boy.
just find
They
a
take forever to
previous
calculate.
down candle that caused a break in market structure, as we can see, take the high. Looking for that to get flipped. If you see that get flipped, really tight RR on the daily, it's a 4, maybe a 5R. On the 1 hour, it gets stupid, because then you can define exactly what level it has to gain and lose, so you can really jump in with a really tight RR. Now again, I'm not saying everybody can do this. It's not something you can do overnight, and I really don't know why Sakura made it out to be that it's just easy as fuck to jump
Did
in
I
with
say
9
it?
Rs.
I didn't say it, did I?
No,
I don't remember saying it was easy.
You didn't really say it, but like, you know,
It's spent 4 years on this stuff before I got
felt
to
like
where I'm at.
everybody's
So,
like just sort of implied it. You know what I meant? Like, you know what I mean, bro?
I'm sorry.
Fuck me.
No, trading is like
It's not like I
definitely
was
not
foreign
something.
there.
Even, I mean, you could be like Streamline, Rush, whatever. You know, maybe in a few weeks you'll like know what you're doing if you learn the right stuff. But it takes experience, especially to control emotions in trading, to get your risk management down, which is number one. But no, could you just pull off like a 24-hour trade, you know, in a few weeks? No way, man. Good luck with that. You can try, and I see people trying, but you know, they can keep trying. I would just, you know, I like paper trading a lot, so you know, even when I'm not trading, I'm paper trading just all the time, just trading 24/7, just constantly have trades and go back and look at them, see what works, see what didn't, you know, and just get down a plan. So, you know, that's what I found works best for me. Find a plan that works, you know, it makes different things, and then once you have that, you're set. But definitely, if you're a new trader, that's what I recommend to do. Find a trading plan that works for you, that is profitable. Stick to that.
Yeah.
Nothing else. And control your risk. Those two things.
Yeah.
Don't worry about gains. That'll come in the future. Worry about protecting your capital first, right? Because most people don't understand that getting into trading. They just want to look for gains. They're greedy, which is fine. We're humans, but protect capital first. Worry about gains later. That's my advice.
I totally agree with you, bro. I think, you know, a lot of people get sold this idea that trading is super easy, and it can be easy after like a lot of work. You know, it's not something that you can just accomplish overnight. And I know we get sold that kind of idea. It's just not the case, unfortunately, or everybody would be rich. For me on DigiByte, I want to see a claim of this level, because this is like the key level. I mean, it's better if you can take this level and claim that, but right now I want to see a claim of 269, you know, 269 to roughly 280. That's what I want to see get taken. If not, I do think prices are going to drop down here. Again, I'm not really too sure if this is one of those coins that gets margin traded, and I don't think it is. So for that reason, it's going to be a little bit, you know, it's if this is Forex, I would say it's coming down here, but obviously this doesn't get margin traded much, so I don't think, you know, I can't give you the same certainty that I can in Forex. I do think price can kind of either claim that level, go higher, and then reclaim this level. So in terms of a bullish case, because I know you guys were probably not shorting this, I want to see a break and retest of roughly, let's say 289 to 298, maybe 300, right? Price can get above 300 and find support, establish support. I think it's going to go higher, probably target this block up here, roughly 354. That's going to yield you roughly, let's see, how much percent? 20%, which is pretty decent, you know. Not amazing for crypto, but it's still pretty good. I wouldn't be too sad with that. Let's see. Yeah, so regarding Elliott waves, I used to trade them a lot. I don't combine it with price action anymore. I don't even trade price action like this anymore. I trade really differently. You know, I still do this stuff on the higher time frames, like the weekly, daily, and 4 hour. But on the hourly, I just look for fractals and it's just key levels. That's really what I look for. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much us done. Pretty much covered everything. Yeah.
In terms of pairs, I don't know what else we can cover. Maybe Monero or something. Let's pull up Monero.
You got a chart on her, or do you want me to do it?
Let me check real quick. I might. It's been a minute.
It's been a while since I looked at her too, bro. XMR USD. Let's check the Kraken chart. Or is it Phoenix?
Oh yeah, maybe it's US. No, it would have been BTC.
I think I charted her on Phoenix, bro. Fucking hell! Look at the state of this.
Smart USD, Bitfinex. Weekly. It was a weekly I was looking at, so. Oh wow, yeah. Let's do. Oh, that's just the USD pair though.
Yeah. I like the idea of this going higher as long as it can find support. So like I don't want to see this level here lost 58.43 because then this whole thing would become an order block, right? So I want to see something like this happen. Ideally, it doesn't even come down there, but a
The
test of this
tricks.
level is nice. 62.988.
There we go. I got
Weekly
a chart.
chart. Yeah, same
Yeah.
level. It's broke out the range. So yeah, ideally we don't want to see come back down there because remember we talked about this previously. Range high, range low. Price breaks up. You want it to continue higher and not break down. If price broke down, it would look something like this. Let me actually quickly change that. Price broke down, didn't respect the range high. It would have done something like this. And it went lower. So we don't want to see that happen for a bullish case. In the event that you're looking for shorts, I'd probably wait for this thing to get flipped here. This is the key level. If you lose this, it's going to go lower, and I'd probably target this
Yeah.
low down here.
What do you think about the BTC pair? You want me to pull my chart, or you want to
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
up?
go for it, bro. I'll open your screen. Give me a second. That's you, bro.
Yeah. Right. So, back on my screen. Right. So, on the Bitcoin pair, this is what I was watching like forever. Obviously not back here because I wasn't really trading price action much back then, but at least recently over the past few months, whatever. I did pull this up about 6 months ago or so, but we had this, block, I guess whatever you want to call it. So demand block and bounce, bounce, not really bounce, but that's okay. Dead cat. And now we're just kind of hugging this block, which is not very bullish at all. I wanted us to take off by now. I looked at this 2 months ago. I was expecting us to take off. We haven't yet. The USD pair is deceiving because Bitcoin's gone up in price, so everything goes up in price. But against Bitcoin, I don't like this consolidation over, I guess you can call it support. This isn't very, bullish. Now, if we start to lose, I mean, if we lose, let's just put it this way: if we lose, 103, very bad, very, very bad. I mean, look at this. Look. I mean, there's like nothing. There's no support for a while, man. Down to 36. That'll just be ugly. So we'll see if we can, start to pick up here. I'll change my mind. But for now, it's not looking good, at least just from the BTC pair. All right.
I had my OBS paused. Probably nobody could hear me there, but yeah, you're good. Yeah, I think overall it's just everything's in the holding pattern. I don't know if crypto is going
Yeah.
to be impacted by what's happening with Dixie. Probably not, but given the long ass fucking feds have done on that stuff, I don't see any correlation between that. But whatever. Overall, I just think it's waiting for something in all the financial markets at the minute. I think it's just a matter of waiting for the catalyst. I don't know exactly what that's going to be. I'm not a news trader. I'm not a macro guy. I'm not a fundamental guy. I just scalp the 15-minute time frame and the 5 minutes. I like to do streams like this and look at what's happening overall to kind of get a bigger picture. Right now, there's really not much I can say that's happening with a lot of certainty. So for this kind of market environment, I would definitely be in scalps and short-term trades. I wouldn't be keen on holding anything for weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
Any more thoughts, bro?
On crypto, not really.
Just
No.
generally, man.
Generally,
Yeah.
I mean, what are our plan? What are your plans for this upcoming week in terms of forex?
Probably wait for Monday's open. Probably gonna let Monday do its thing for Forex. I want to see what Dixie does. I think Dixie's gonna be the key
Yeah.
decider for me. We'll be focusing more so on New Zealand yen. I mean, this panned up nicely as well. I'll cover this in a second. New Zealand yen
Yeah.
is gonna be my focus. XAG, Euro New Zealand. I want to see this happen. This looks like a fucking crippled hand. I also want to see
The claw.
AJ. Yeah, I want to see AJ do her thing. Like
Oh
that's
yeah.
like human for me. I really want to see
Man, I
AJ do
should have
something
just
dramatic.
longed it. Like that's what I should have done. Just
Yeah.
longed it into those stops. But I don't know. That's what I should have done. Honestly, just longed it. Seeing all that liquidity, should have just longed it. But I don't know why I didn't.
Dude, I'm so happy it's finally broke this range because even if it wants to go lower, we have so
Yeah.
much clarity now. Like I don't even give a fuck what direction it goes in. Because like if we see this flip, I'll fucking short it. I really
I'm just
don't care.
afraid to long now. I just don't like longing after we've had such a huge, day. Like it's like Disney. Actually, you know what? Let's pull up Disney. I'll pull up Disney. Sorry, because Disney recently exploded after. I mean, I've been in this thing for so long, dude. Um, right. So let's switch back to me. So this is Disney. I was watching forever. I mean, it's been, geez, man, years, right? We were just consolidating, tightening. Um, and then I was watching this week, broke this trend line, retested. and I was hoping we would just break hook and go here, but that didn't happen. So, I was watching this area set some bids, filled. I think it was like 103, something like that. Yeah, but it was after I was watching it, and then it was after that. So got some bids filled here, and then it just took off, man.
What the
This is
fuck?
like sort of like a quasi-moto sort of thing, whatever you want to call it, retest, and then just bam. So what happened is Disney, they announced they're gonna be competing with Netflix with like a streaming service, sort of. So that's really what caused this, huge. I mean, look at the 1 hour, right? Look at that huge gap. Just I think what happened is overnight, after hours, is when the news was released, and it pumped overnight. So the next day, it just gapped super high, and just kept going. So yeah, I'll see. I mean, I just don't want to see this thing fill. That'd be terrible. But so we start to get below here, I'll probably sell. Hopefully, we can continue higher though. Now, would I touch this if I wasn't in it? No. No, I don't like buying stuff that's already pumped. So don't touch this. That's just my advice, not financial advice, but I would not touch this, bro. Now, because I mean, why would you buy something that is pumped? You're just chasing candles, 12% a day.
Yeah.
Don't chase candles.
Fuck that.
Man, chat's going nuts.
Yeah, bro. Somebody asked us to cover fucking wheat. I have no idea what the ticker is. If I can find
All you need is that one.
wheat USD.
All you needed was this thing on Disney forever, man.
Oh,
People
dude,
like to
Disney's
hate
a
on
fucking
classical
shit,
shit,
bro. It's
but
stupid. Let me pull up your chart.
what else? What else would you have needed besides just one wedge forever, right? For the longest time, it was just trading inside that wedge. So I'm not really sure what else you could have used, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean, on lower time frames, there's obviously going to be stuff there that you can use, but I do agree
Yeah,
with your
but
macro standpoint on
it's
that.
stocks, man. I mean, I don't like trading stocks intraday or even intra-week, really.
Yeah.
It's only really long-term swings positional for stocks for me. So
I like the idea of a wheat going a little bit higher. 4.740 looks nice to me. 474 up here, that looks pretty good to me. I don't like how clean and always this fucking trend is. Again, talked about this earlier. Really not keen on that one bit. Overall monthly, what is she showing? Yeah, it's at a weird spot like the rest of the market. I think it's because this is also going to be correlated to Dixie pretty well, if I remember correctly. It's in a small range over here, so let's actually look at this on a really low time frames. A lot of people keep focusing on the macro, but they don't understand the lower time frames, and that's horrible because you miss so much if you don't know what the fuck the lower time frames are doing. At the minute, looking at this, I'd probably switch my level to here. Ideally, I want to see something at the midpoint of the range. That's what I look for. Yeah.
you're really trading wheat right now?
Yeah, bro. Like legit. Look at it. As you can see, it's left this like level here. Ignore supply or whatever the fuck. This is what I want to see hold.
We gotta do soy then. Soy's
I actually have it charted, by the way. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Let's pull it up. Let's trade soy, guys. Come on.
Yeah,
Soy
overall, something like this, yeah. Pull back into this level. I don't want to see that level lose 50% of the level. Roughly at 4.583. From there, I want to see it go much higher. That's what I'm looking at. Overall, I think it's going to be this dramatic? Probably not. I think something more realistic is probably going to be this level here, and then a rejection. Overall, I'm not too sure. I have no idea how this trades. I don't trade this market one bit, but the general price action looks like a little bit more bullish than bearish. At what point would I be wrong? It's probably going to be something here. Lower time frames. Fucking 15-minute time frame. Yeah, okay. But if you flip this level down here, I'll probably short it.
Does anyone actually trade, wheat or soy? I mean, let's be realistic. I don't think anyone in this chat is trading wheat or soy, man.
Yeah, somebody hit me up saying like chart.
NASDAQ.
I'll go ahead and NQ charted. I can pull her up.
Yeah, me too, Cord. Exactly. Always traded for alcohol. I'll chart charts for a bottle of vodka, guys. Just mail it to me. $5 a chart or a pint, whatever that costs. NASDAQ, you want to do NASDAQ real quick?
Yeah, it's looking fucking bullish. Like, look at the state of it,
bro.
NASDAQ, it's taking that, bro.
Yeah.
With the way everything is going, I think S&P might make a new high. I don't think it's going to stop, because when you look at NASDAQ, right, and compared to say Dow Jones, which is US30, I think, the ticker for that.
Just imagine the people who have been trying to short this entire way up. I tried a few times.
Yeah.
failed. I was like, screw it, I'm not gonna try shorting this anymore. So I've just been that long. But geez, man, this thing is just nonstop bull, just going nuts.
I say this goes higher, man. It's worked that level pretty fucking hard, and as we can see, it's done the retest, respected that level. So I say it goes a little bit higher. I want to see something like that happen. Is it too much to say it can go up here? No, I think that's also possible. Again, I wouldn't touch any of the indices unless you're short-term trading or intraday trading, because at the minute, looking at this, it's just a fucking mess. I mean, you wouldn't buy something that's this extended. For support, if we lose this level here, this general uptick, if we lose this, I think we're gonna go lower. Probably take out this low. Ideal bullish case scenario, something like this, and then probably target whatever the most immediate level up here is, something like that. That looks good to me. That's how I'd probably play this if we got the entry conditions down here. You wouldn't just put it in a limit order. I would wait for entry conditions. I don't just do that shit. So 4R, 4.3R, that's your fucking paid grips general weekly R. It's a fucking joke. Something like that you can easily do without even trying. But yeah, that's what I see on NASDAQ.
For NASDAQ,
Yeah. Have you got something different
yeah.
or yeah?
Let me see. I think it was this one.
Hold on. That's us.
Daily. Yeah, we already made it above, man. Like, wait, why do I have a line there? Let's see. Maybe weekly chart. No. I hate when I have lines on a chart and I just don't understand why they're even there in the first. Oh, this was. Oh, I see what it was. It was the EQ of this distribution, I think, or something like that. Maybe that was me and Tristan were looking at a while ago. But yeah, yeah, nothing to say really, man. I mean, let's see how we react to these highs, right? But if we flip, yeah, there it goes. It'll keep going. Like if we do something like this. I mean, new highs incoming. Like, I don't know, man. Wow. Very strong uptrend. That's all I can say right now. But if we start to lose 7 and 2, well, this is the NASDAQ 100. So the levels will be different on NASDAQ, but they'll look similar, right? So if we lose this area, look for short-term bearish. If we start to lose this area, not good either. So we start losing trend, we can look for some, even lower, but for right now, it's looking bullish at least, right?
Yeah, I think overall everybody's like super bearish on equities. So I do think, it's not out the question for price to fuck everybody up and go higher overall. Do I think it's going to be
really want to see these bear flags, so
immediate?
I
Probably
think
not. Bear flags,
cred
but I
only
haven't
came here
charted
for
the
bear
fucking
flags,
flag
bro.
in years. Do you want to
All right,
satisfy his,
wait.
screaming for a
I
flag,
could
bro?
find some bear flags for cred. Hold on. 1 second. Here's one, right? Here's one. Here's a bear flag. You
I
can
haven't
fade
traded
this
like a
bear
fucking
flag.
triangle or a fucking bear flag in like God knows how long, bro.
Beer flag. Fade it.
Dude, I don't trade
Bear
anything that's not
flag.
a fucking
Fade it.
diagonal anymore. Sorry,
Where
a
else?
horizontal,
Bear
not
flag.
diagonal,
Fade
for
it.
fuck's sake.
Where else? Any more bear flags? Here, bear flag. Fade it. Look at me find more.
Dude,
I
Peter
don't know.
Brown would be fucking raging at this fucking stream, man. Could you imagine? Dude's fucking blood pressure
Yeah.
would go so high, it'd be ridiculous.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but yeah, so if you guys have enjoyed the stream so far, drop a like, please. Helps me out a lot.
Oh, look at this one. This one's even really juicy. Look at this bear flag.
To be fair, that
Fade.
one actually pans out.
Rex. Well, yeah, but look, it does eventually pan out. But I mean, you would have gotten
Yeah.
if you were trading this with stops, you would have gotten wrecked. Then it goes, and then I don't even know what happens next. But
Yeah.
and it just flies to the future. Boom.
Yeah.
Non-stop bull run. Look at this thing, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez,
So,
man.
bro, do you want to cut it here? I think we've been going on for
Yeah,
quite a
pretty
while
much.
now. So,
We're
yeah.
good. Wow.
So, guys, thank you guys for
Thank you,
watching
yeah.
so much. Appreciate you guys all being here. Drop a like if you've been helpful or even just shit posting. What's his name? Sakura's Twitter link is in the description, so is mine. My broker stuff is down there too. They're okay if you want to jump in for anything that's not in the dead zone. If you get into the dead zone, they're gonna fuck you up. So
Yeah.
just be ready for that kind of thing. I'm probably gonna switch over to Pepperstone for my IB as well. So yeah, guys. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.